Hey, this is Brian from Redline Derby Racing. I got a package this week from some Redline Racing Derby members donating some cars to the Fantasy League, so I'd like to thank Jason and Chase from the Texas Diecast Racing Association. And just wanted to give everyone a sneak peek at the cars. There are 16 cars that they sent along, so I wanted to take a look at them with you and show you what will be coming to the collection to your garages later during the season. Now, I'm not going to be adding all these right away. They're going to be added throughout the season, so just stay tuned to the website redlinederby.com and find out when they are there so you can add them to your collection. So let's take a look. A lot of these are, I don't know what classifies vintage necessarily, because I'm not much of a collector per se, but a lot of these are mid-90s style cars, so a lot of them have the metal body and the metal chassis, so most of these are quite heavy, which may or may not help them on the track. I know the heavy cars get a good drop, but sometimes that weight bogs them down over the straight, so hard to say. There are a few FTE cars in here. There's a Lancer and there is a Corolla, which is very much like the Vega that is already in the Fantasy League and in the collection in someone's garage. So another Fantasy Leaguer right there, or a FTE right there. A very good stash of cars, frankly. A lot of trucks. Got some 90s era trucks in there. Also heavy, but trucks and vans typically do pretty well on the track, I've found. So these could be some dark horse kind of racers right there. This one's interesting that it's a funny car. It's got the hinge on the back that the whole body will flip up. So, you know, those cars that typically have the hinges per se, the doors, or not the doors, the hoods, the trunks, the whatever might pop up, those typically in my experience haven't raced real well. They tend to wobble and shake and kind of get bogged out going down the track. There's a Ferrari here. Its back end opens up to show the engine. So while I like Ferraris are my favorite probably import car, and they typically do well on the track, at least all the Ferraris that are in the league right now, but this one could go either way because of that opening hood. A lot of race car styles here. We have a stock car, a couple stock cars, NASCAR-ish kind of cars. I don't know if they do well. I really don't have a whole lot of them, but I like them. I like their style. I also have a Mercedes Roadster here. Roadsters typically do pretty well on the track. The Ferrari California, the Tesla Roadster, those that are already in the collection right now and in the league, they typically do really well. They're not much to look at, frankly, but they can speed down that track. So again, 16 cars in all will be added to the league, at least, just from this collection from Jason and Chase. So I have more cars in my personal collection that I will be adding to the league throughout the season too. So there could be 3 or 4 cars added each week. Hard to say. Depends how much time I have and to get photos and everything else of them added to the league. So I will be updating on Twitter when the cars are added. So if you are not following, or if you're not a Twitter, now might be a good chance. Just go to redlinederby.com and click on the Twitter icon, and I'll be sending out real-time notices as when the cars are added to the garage. So if you're one of the players that likes to get on cars early because you spy something that you want and don't want anyone else taking it, that'd be a good way to do it. So I want to thank Jason and Chase again for sending me this care package. Good stuff. And now thank you guys. Thank you for donating the cars, and thanks for helping make the league so far a success. But again, the first race is next Sunday. That's the April 11th. I'll be racing all the cars that are in everyone's garage and then posting the results, and that'll be the first point. So we'll have our first leaders and our first car data next weekend. So I hope everyone's enjoying themselves, and I look for your feedback in the forums, and I'll talk to you then.